What's up, curious youngsters? If we're always wasting time doing useless things or watching millions of videos, ending up with those weird YouTube recommendations, why not spend a few minutes on Mr. Curiosity instead? Learning 30 epic facts you'll forget in 10 minutes, but these aren't just any facts. They'll leave you amazed. For these reasons and more, here are 30 things you didn't know 5 minutes ago. 1. This impressive mineral is called opal, and just like quartz, if it's treated properly, you can get amazing results, like this rock which seems to hold the solar system itself inside. Chai. Hold on, this curiosity will knock you out of your seat. Did you know there's a species of frog called the wood frog, which has the amazing super ability to freeze itself in winter and thaw out in spring? Yeah, I had the same reaction. Apparently, when the temperature gets really low, a super process starts where it literally freezes. Its heart stops beating, but after a few months, it comes back to life. Did you know that, my friend? 3. The rarest blood type in the world is rhesus null, better known as golden blood. Yeah, like it came straight out of an Indiana Jones movie. Apparently, there are only 43 people in the whole world who have this blood type. 4. Seahorses or hippocampi. They choose a single mate for their entire lives, and when that mate dies, they remain alone for a while until they also die. Oh, how sad. Nowadays, technology has advanced a lot and allows us, for example, to take instant photos with maximum quality. But before, to take a photo with the first camera on record, you had to stay still for almost 8 hours. Yeah, I don't know how they didn't fall asleep. 6. I'm sure many curious people have at some point wondered how to fish sleep. Review the text for opportunities to condense sentences. Preserve all key information and examples. Maintain the original perspective and intent. Ensure grammatical correctness. Shorten the text by up to 15%. Shorten text. It depends on the species, but for example, sharks sleep while swimming because if they stop, they sink and die from asphyxiation. But that's horrifying. If you thought there were already too many people in your city, it's probably because you didn't know that every 1.26 seconds a new baby is born. In India, by 2075, India's population is expected to reach 1.9 billion. Damn. One of the most well-known buildings or monuments in the world is clearly the Taj Mahal, which was built between 1632 and 1650 in Agra, India, by Shah Jahan as a tomb for his wife Mumtaz Mahal, just like most of the pyramids in Egypt. 9. If you like scary things, you should know the story of the Hope Diamond, which is known as one of the most famous haunted diamonds in the world. Reportedly, 20 people have died just by touching or approaching it. That's terrifying. 10. Over the years, society changes. Until 1950, smoking cigarettes was considered healthy, with ads even recommending it for digestive issues, to renew your energy or to relax your nerves. But luckily nowadays, advertising has changed and shows the complete opposite. 11. If you really like music, you might already know this fact. And it turns out that apparently the heart in our body changes its heartbeat according to the music we're listening to. Yeah, like the movie where Zac Efron is disc jockey 12. Did you know that's more ethical or moral than scientific? Did you know that zoos are the only prisons in the universe where all the prisoners are innocent? That's why it's crucial to stop this and ensure they only support animal conservation and recovery. Even though most of us only use Google, we need to know that there is a search engine called Ecosia.org, which invests about 80% of its profits in nonprofit organizations for tree planting around the world. If you want to search for something, use it there and help the Earth. In stupid laws and rules of planet Earth. For example, in Germany, trees are numbered. Yes, in some German cities, each park tree is numbered. That's how they track each tree for proper care and preservation. 15. It may sound like a joke, but it's not. And the thing is, confusion from not understanding doctors' prescriptions. Because of their illegible handwriting causes about 7,000 deaths a year. Yes, with the shocked owl, we're at 16. Some countries are more eco-friendly than others. For example, most toilets in Hong Kong use salt water from the China Sea. They do this to conserve their limited fresh water, and additionally, it's quite eco-friendly. Even though it might seem like something straight out of a Disney movie, this actually exists. The blue Java is a type of banana that is known for being more resistant to cold and for growing in tropical places. And what about in Central America? And believe it or not, those who have tried it say the taste is like eating vanilla ice cream. That sounds delicious, 18. If you look at yourself in the mirror for more than 5 minutes, your brain will start to create optical illusions. And this is known as the Troxler effect. Your face will look distorted and some body parts will vanish. An example is this simple image where, if we just focus on the mark in the center, we'll see how the rest of the image starts to disappear. Let the traumatized little monkey 19 come in. With over 50,000 employees globally, a few years ago, Google established that if an employee, regardless of their position or responsibility, passes away for any reason, their family would continue to receive half of their salary for the next few years. 10 years? That's great. 20? I'm sure you're going to try and you can't, but you should know that everyone is born with the ability to move their ears. However, if you don't learn to do it at an early age, that ear muscle atrophies, and you won't be able to do it when you're older. Damn, Mr. Curiosity can't do it. 21. Here's what the Airbus Beluga extra large cargo plane looks like. Oh, how cute. Well, at least I find a plane with a little face adorable. This plane is a large transport aircraft that was designed and built to move parts of other planes that are too big. From warehouses to the Airbus factory, we'll build planes to transport plane parts. Makes sense. 22. Even though she may look like just an ordinary lady. Ruth Gregson, an 83-year-old woman, was accused of training her 65 cats to steal jewelry and other valuables from her neighbor's house. And once she was reported, the police found jewelry and items worth more than $650,000 on her property. Diablo Miss 23. The famous rapper Eminem faced a lawsuit from his own mother, who sued him for $11 million because of the songs where he spoke badly about her, like "Cleaning Out My Closet," in which he calls his mom a selfish bitch and hopes she burns in hell. But she only managed to get $25,000, which surely went straight to her lawyer. In Israel, everyone over the age of 18 must complete mandatory military service. And while the person is going through these 2 years, they have to carry their weapon with them at all times. So you won't stay to fight in Israel? 25. As we all know, Russians are really crazy. And in Novosibirsk, Russia, there is a monument honoring all the laboratory mice that have given their lives for the advancement of science, which I find quite interesting. 26. The basilisk is also known as the lizard. Jesus Christ. Yes, since it has the ability to walk on water, and this is because its feet are shaped like fins, which increase the surface area on the water and allow them to walk, like Jesus 27. This video will show one of the strangest facts, and I don't know how, but it's true. That's Jacques Lefervier, a Frenchman who attempted suicide in 1998. But not just in any way. He stood on a cliff, tied a rope around his neck, and attached it to a big rock. He took poison, set himself on fire, and tried to shoot himself as he fell. But when he jumped, he missed and cut the rope instead. When he fell in, the fire went out, and with the movement and swallowed water, he vomited the poison. But no, after all this, he didn't survive. Instead, he died a few days later from hypothermia. In 1960, the major beer company Heineken designed new beer containers, which became known as Heineken Cubes. As expected, they were square and rectangular. They also aimed to make them easier and cheaper to transport. But also, they were designed as a substitute for bricks in construction, making them efficient and eco-friendly at the same time. 29. A slightly darker fact is that one night in 1973, thousands of dogs barked and howled all night long in Japan. And the next day, More than 140,000 Japanese people died in the Great Kanto earthquake, which was one of the worst earthquakes in the country's history. Nippon 30. There are diseases that have been hidden in glaciers for years, and climate change could end up awakening them. If this happens, we could be exposed to viruses and bacteria that we have never encountered before. Before I leave, let me greet some subscribers. First of all, a big greeting to Wobikud Kawaii. Next, another big welcome to Fiore, who is new to the channel. Another big greeting to Joanna Paredes, who wanted a shout out. And I'm also going to send a big greeting to Ivan Eduardo, who I couldn't greet in the previous video. Next, greetings to new member Natalia Elena Anserina and to Bingoki, who also requested a shout out. Lastly, I'll send a big greeting to Fran Espinoza, who always comments. Another hello to Dan15, whom I hadn't greeted yet. And the final greeting goes to Aleki212, a longtime channel follower. Now go ahead and leave your like, comment absolutely anything you want. Don't forget to share the video and the channel with your friends. That way there will be more and more of us. Mr. Curiosity, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss any new videos. I'm Mr. Curiosity.